What's going on, you guys? This is Romi Sunga, and you are listening to the Mindset Rebooted podcast, where we like to elevate the way we think, because there are certain things that have held us back in the past. We want to take on new ways of thinking to become the best versions of ourselves. On today's episode, I want to talk about the concept of never quitting. More specifically, I want to start off with the idea that a lot of people, when they start something brand new, we always want to start with perfection. For some reason, we're like, I need to do it 100% right. It needs to be the best ever. Nothing could be wrong about it, or else I'm not going to do it. And that mentality there holds us back from actually starting. And so a lot of people, me personally as well, never started certain things because I was too fixated on starting with perfection. And so once I started, I also quit. Today's episode is about never quitting, but I just told you I quit as soon as I started certain projects. And it's because I still was fixated on perfection. I started this new dance events project. Before it was called Dance on the Edge. Before that was Bachata Conmigo. Before that was Romi Sunga and Juan Solis Socials. Before that was Salsa Loca. So many projects I started. And Dance on the Edge is one of the oldest ones. It is 5 years now. Bachata Conmigo was 4.5 years. So those were longer projects. But some of the other ones before that, I started expecting perfection because I'm like, Romi, you are an event promoter, a professional, so you got this. You start perfect. And I started and I bombed. No one showed up to the event. I got maybe 3 people. I'm teaching a class for 3 people. I'm hosting a social, meaning that we have a DJ playing music at an empty venue with only 3 people plus the DJ and me, 5 people total. It was not nice. And because I was expecting perfection, I just stopped those projects, which was bad. It was totally, it was a bad idea to stop those projects because what happened is I kept restarting. I kept restarting with a new dance event project. I found a new other places. So I know we talk a lot about Dance on the Edge. It's like the one that I'm most known for, but there are so many other dance event projects that I went into that never took off. And it was because I kept restarting. And the people I started it with, we all kept expecting perfection. So because we expected perfection, we quit. And today, again, it's about never quitting. Because the longer you stay in the game, the better you improve. The closer you get, the closer you actually get to perfection. Like, what's the statistic? I think and for a small business association, their statistics is if you're a new business, you usually do not make it after you don't make it past 2 years. I think about 30% of new businesses don't make it past 2 years because they quit or some other reasons. For podcasts, most podcasts don't even reach their 50th episode because people are wanting perfection and wanting to see immediate results quickly. But here's the thing. All of the big organizations that we look at, all the big companies that we look at, all the big podcasts that we look at, what's the common denominator? They've been working and they've been playing in the field for years. 4 years. And when I don't mean FOUR for, I'm talking about FOR for multiple years. An example would be Alex Hermosi. He has a fantastic podcast called The Game. He's had that podcast for 4-5 years, I believe. And he just now in the last 6 to 8 months reached the top 10 when it comes to business advice or a business podcast. So 4 years of him never quitting eventually got him to the top rank where a lot of people are downloading his episodes every month. He also had 8 years of running a gym business experience and helping other people have gym businesses and helping them get sales and helping transform a lot of lives, right? And in those 8 years, he accumulated so much experience that he wrote a book on how to make $100 million offers. He sells it for $1 on Kindle. You should buy it. I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite books when it comes to sales and marketing. And without any ad spend, meaning he did not pay to promote it. All he did was post on Instagram, hey, I wrote a book. If you want to support me, go ahead and check it out. There's a lot of value in it. And now it's selling thousands of copies every single day. And that's because he never quit. What are some of our other favorite entrepreneurs? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. They all like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. Everyone had hardships when they first started. The difference was that they did not quit. They had the mentality of never quitting, and now look at them. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't think in such short terms when it comes to seeing success. Think long term. Think that whatever is not perfect right now is really a constriction, like you're getting stronger because things are pushing against you. And as you got used to getting constricted, you're able to push back and expand and build larger quickly. But you need that time. You need that time to be imperfect. And then you need to have that mentality of, hey, how can I improve today? 1% better than yesterday. And then 1% better again tomorrow. 1% better 2 days later. Every day, just find one way, one small thing to become better. And eventually, 5 years later, and people are like, hey, what's going on with Dance on the Edge? Y'all coming back this year? And it's like, oh man, I didn't realize the amount of impact we had on the community here in Sacramento. I wanted to quit 2 years ago. I told the guys, I was like, hey, should we be doing this? This is a headache. We're not really seeing any return on our investments when it came to time, when it came to money. Like, should we keep doing this? Because I'm like, this is technically a business, so we should be getting something in return, right? And I also forgot the stats that most businesses don't make a profit within the 3 to 5 years usually. So we're going into our 6th or 7th year. What is this? 2018 is when I joined the team. It's 2023, so that's technically 5 years. It was technically 6 years running, right? So 6 years of working with them. And we have so much opportunity happening. A lot of businesses want us to help them bring some type of dance wellness program to their company for HR reasons. Schools want us to get out there and get activations going for their students. Studios want us to help teach them how to market and promote events so that they could get a large following like what we do. And none of those opportunities would have ever happened if I quit 2 years ago. If you got value out of this episode, please go ahead and subscribe, share this with one other person, and remind them, don't quit. Keep working, and eventually you'll get what you want. My name is Romi Sunga, and this is the Mindset Rebooted podcast.
Sometimes when things go wrong, you can't blame life. Cause when you shot your shot, what was your aim like? What were you targeting? Cause if it ain't right, and you still go with it, then that is on you.